This is the Parks and Monorails most magical hour.
Yay!
She is Jen.
Hello. I'm over here. I'm on the other side of you, though.
She is Jen.
Yeah. Hi.
I got so excited by that opening, I knocked out the headset. I am Frank.
Always problems.
And Justin and Sam are swamped with work.
Yeah.
So for the next 57 to 62 minutes, it's just the two of us.
Dr. Jacqueline, we understand. We don't like change either. And we're missing them. It's going to be weird. When we started this almost a year ago, we would talk about it and we're like, hey, do you think we should do some sort of like crossover live thing? And, like whoever's around, because Frank would work nights, all these things would be happening. And we're like, well, whoever's around, we'll just pop on. Maybe it's two of us. Maybe it's all four. Maybe it's three, whatever. And then we went into lockdown. And it's been all four of us pretty much ever since. So I'm like, we needed a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah, the weird 9:30 p.m. start time from last year is mainly because in most cases, I could be home by 9:30.
Yes.
And I was like, so there might have been episodes that I would have made. There would have been episodes I would have probably been colossally late for, and there would have been episodes I would never have made in a million years. Yeah. So, back then it was like, well, by October of 2020, I don't know. If we can do 6 months, this is what I would say to myself, didn't say out loud. I was like, that would be great. And now here we are a year later, and, we've had a good run.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll all reunite next week again.
Yeah. But
he's frozen. Oh, you're back. Okay.
What? I can't freeze this week. No freeze because Jen will be on her own.
And no one wants that. No one wants that show.
Just Jen talking for an hour.
Hi, guys. Let me dillo everything, including myself. Look, he's frozen again. It's going to happen. Is this torture? Is this fun? Am I being set up this week? I think so. If I can answer some of the chat, I did in fact cut my hair. That's very nice of y'all to say, or notice, or whatever. Say much. But yeah. Hello, Long Island Frank. Welcome. Let me say hi to everyone in the chat, actually, because this is a good filler, I guess. Long Island Frank, Steppers, Jeffers, Dr. Val, Theme Park, Rob. You're back. I'm saying hi to everyone in the chat. Michael,
I am back.
Dr. Jacqueline, okay. Lewis, Tombstone Josh, Cricket Box. Hello, thank you for stopping in. Who else am I missing? Am I missing anyone? Theme Park Rob, I saw you. I think that's it. All right. Oh,
Nate Hardy. Nate Hardy's in the house.
There you go. Hello. I am getting.
All right, I'm gonna try. I was hoping not to freeze.
I was like, am I being set up this week?
We're gonna miss Justin and Sam this week, but obviously it's a big week for them on now the Morning Monorail podcast. And I've said this all along. I've only been listening to podcasts since 2017 when I was trying to jump into this whole thing. But when the monorail started in 2018, and especially when Sam first moved to Florida, their podcast began to tell a great story. And it's like one of my favorite, things about friendship aside, just in terms of me as a podcast listening fan, their story, throughout all of this has been tremendous. So now with the 5 days a week as the next step here, it's just really exciting. Justin, I know Justin called himself out at the end of okay, you've listened to me long enough today, but I wouldn't be listening if Justin didn't have the voice he has. Yes. and the way that he communicates the news and things like that. There's just, something about their podcast that has made it must listen for me. It started off me dropping off the soon-to-be 5-year-old at daycare every Monday morning and walking back, listening to their podcast. So now that they're at 5 days a week, I think it's super exciting. And, it's a good week to celebrate their podcast, the rebrand, the logo, all the things. So it's really super exciting.
Yeah, I think when we found their podcast, I was like, I think you need to listen to this podcast. I don't know if they were cast members or he's on radio, but this guy Justin has like a very distinct voice, and it's so true because even like and I like the first 2 days of the 5 days because I love the just reviewing what's happening in February this month, and it's almost like because they've been doing so much lately. I don't think I realized that part went away of their show.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh yeah, you did do this every month. I completely forgot about that, but it was nice to have that back. So congrats, Monorails, on 5 days a week.
Yeah. But it's been a big time for the community in general, I think. I listened to Long Island Frank's new podcast today, this morning, The Magical Hour. So that's an awesome thing. I've listened. I haven't listened all the way through Lewis and Val. I'm so sorry, Jen. I know you have.
I have
listened to Lewis and Val. So
and I love it.
In the process.
I'm so excited to see more pictures and hear more stories. Like, I think that's the best. Isn't that why everyone takes pictures, to remember the stories and to have photo proof? I mean, because if you don't have photo proof, did it even happen? I don't know.
I don't know. Val, meanwhile, saying she loved the episode with Mama Dillo. Dr. Val, excuse me, Dr. Val. Mm-hmm. But today is, in fact, Mama Dillo's birthday.
Yes.
Groundhog's Day, as it were.
Yes,
happy birthday.
Indeed.
I did not get the call today because I've been slammed with work for 2 days.
What kind of son are you?
Well, I called, but they were already out to outdoor dining or something here in the frozen tundra. Right. I don't know what they were doing. It's that's what we also haven't mentioned.
Yes.
Is I'm basically sitting because I can't stand up after shoveling for the last few days.
Yeah, how's that going in Queens? Good.
It's not going great.
Good.
No.
Yeah, our snowblower broke. So it was basically an entire Sunday project to try to get it back and working with many parts just all over the garage. And now
this is true stuff. First, I noticed this morning and forgot to mention.
Yes.
So Skipper Bob wishing Mama Dillo happy birthday. Theme Park Rob.
Mama Dillo watches. She's seeing all these messages. Oh, she's already texting us to say thank you to everybody. She's going name by name. So she's saying thank you.
We probably would bring her on if she wasn't already out to dinner or whatever she was doing. I don't know what. I wouldn't. I mean, I would say
it would be funny.
It would be funny, but listen. You heard when we transitioned. If you listened to the episode last week of Theme Park Thursday, when we transitioned from like the opening talk into the Mama Dillo speak, the first thing Jen says is like 45 minutes later. It took 45 minutes to get Mama Dillo situated on Zoom. It was it was partially her fault. But it was all of our faults. We were all feeling old at the same time.
Yeah, it was an SNL skit for sure. And Tombstone Josh, yes, she does have the same birthday as the Groundhog, indeed. Yes, I am sure she had an excellent bottle is correct. It's your birthday, as you should.
It's a must do on the Mama Dillo birthday do.
That's right.
100%. But so here we are for an hour. We're going to try to not talk about the things we have planned for Theme Park Thursday because we haven't recorded that. That's happening right after this here live stream. So I'm like tiptoeing delicately around
don't make this Theme Park Thursday because then we have nothing.
No, what will we do?
Yes, exactly. If you want to just talk amongst yourself, I need to put something behind the scenes here.
Oh,
so can you like talk amongst your just yourself? Is there ice in there? Is that water?
There's a little ice. Yeah, a little ice. Ice water. Water to wet my whistle.
A recap of my birthday.
Should we have a recap of Jen's birthday? No, there was a minor gathering for Jen's birthday.
There is mine, Mama Dillo's, and Mr. Snidillo's birthday is on Saturday. So we gathered on this past Saturday. Mm-hmm. The kids were crazy, and because they love being around each other, and if they could live together, they would. So it was a good time for all.
Yeah, the 5-year-old. I'll riff for a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. There you go.
So the the soon-to-be 5-year-old, she will be 5 in less than 2 weeks.
I can't even handle that.
That she plotted in the basement with Jen's 2 children there, the 4-year-old and the 6-year-old.
4-year-old B and the 6-year-old.
Yes. That she has been impersonating her father's dancing moves. And they came up to show off like what the three of them look like doing Daddy's dancing moves, which is basically like,
yeah.
But it slowly turns into like,
just madness and
like
jumping
madness.
around.
And then, then of course I get highly insulted and, oh, you kids with your fancy
You got
funniness.
really angry, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
And that only makes them do it more. So that was a good time. But Jen was like, we're not talking about this being a thing for my birthday. Let's go film 2 What's in the Attic episodes. Let's record our first Q&A answer for DillosDizResort.com.
That's right.
Jen was keeping me busy by with these distractions. Like, we need content.
Yes.
Content.
Mama Dillo is texting saying, tell them about moving to Florida. Mama Dillo and Papa Dillo.
Hi, Christina.
Hello. Mama Dillo and Papa Dillo with this snowstorm. This was a lot of snow, and we haven't had this much snow in like a while.
Yeah.
So they're pretty over it. And Papa Dillo especially pretty over clearing the snow at this point. So they are like, we should be in Florida. We should not be dealing with this. So today they were FaceTiming with the 6-year-old and 4-year-old B for the birthday. And they said, oh, Grandpa wants to move to Florida. And they were like, no, we would miss you too much. I was like, oh, look at them laying it on. Yes, you're not moving. And then I go, wait, but what if we moved too? And we all moved right next to Disney World. And they were like, yay! And then Mama Dillo said, I don't really think we invited everybody to move. And I was like, we're all going. And then the 4-year-old B said, oh, and our houses can connect to each other. And they're like, oh, okay. Like they think they're going into retirement or something. And we're all going with them. Surprise, everyone. There's a big announcement. Anyway,
just for everyone's sake, when I said hi to Christina is Long Island Frank's co-host. They're co-hosts of the Magical Hour podcast. Co-host. That's the international sign for
co-host. Oh, I didn't realize. I did not realize that. Okay, so I want to play you something.
I don't know what's happening. You have not informed me.
There is a surprise here. I'm not setting it up well, but okay, is there a way to keep us on the screen and play it at the same time?
Not that I'm aware of.
It's like if we did if we did this, could we do it?
Maybe.
I changed I changed how we look. I don't know, but this is a very special video just for you as a surprise. And you know nothing about this, which makes me very excited. So we're going to play it right now. I really hope we can see your reaction. We'll see how that goes. Okay, let's see if this works.
It's Frank's 30th Disney anniversary. There you go. Yeah, right. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy anniversary! That's so sweet! Congratulations! Yay! I love that.
Happy anniversary!
Thank you.
This is
Frank. Happy anniversary! Wish you guys were here with us.
Thank you.
Happy 40th Disney anniversary, Frank.
Oh my God.
I think this was, wait, let's see. Where is Stepper? She had the best comment. I can't find anymore. She said, I hope he's crying and not dilloing this. I saw this last night and I was crying. So if that helps at all. How amazing is Theme Park Rob?
Theme Park Rob? What are you doing? It's
on
crazy.
His birthday.
I know, it's your birthday and you're doing this. Come on.
Crazy. Oh my God. That's amazing.
I'm just as stunned as Jen was listening to her video there, which we still have to post the behind the scenes over at DillosDisResort.com. But that was awesome, Theme Park Rob. Thank you very much. Yes, I wasn't old enough to go to Disney in 1971, the BOMO, and that's why I didn't go until 1981. So hence the 40th anniversary for me. But that was awesome. The parade performers, awesome.
I think that I started watching it and Mr. Snidillo wasn't in the room and I had gotten to the point of the parade and I stopped and I'm like, oh my God, you have to see this. But at that moment I was like, I don't understand. How did he do this? How did he make this happen? Did he pull people aside? Are you able to do that during the parade? I'm like not even thinking of the side. Like, of course, that makes sense. Oh my God, amazing.
Theme Park Rob, thank you so much. That was incredible, and I don't know, emotional just hearing cast members. It's amazing. It's such a weird sensory thing of oh my God, I haven't been, and just to hear cast members talking was goosebumps for me. Thank you.
As soon as I saw the first cast member, I was like, okay, well, I'm done. I'm done now. And then also, Disney doesn't look so bad. Should we go? Should we go and make plans immediately? Yeah, I
did try to start plotting over the weekend with Mrs. Dillo a little bit to see. You guys were talking summer stuff, and it's
I know.
I'm like, I gotta go.
I'll say these plans out loud. This is probably never going to happen, but me and Mr. Snidillo every once in a while play the should we move to Florida game, and then we snap out of it. But we were like, what if we got an Airbnb for a month? Those are cheap, right, for a month? Mm-hmm. And we just hung out and lived there for a while. First of all, by the time I get to Florida again, there's so many people I have to see. On top of also then Disneying it up. And obviously there'll be a combo too, but I want some family time in Disney. I want some friend time in Disney. I want some outside friend time. I want to do all the things. I don't have this kind of I need time in Florida. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do, but we plot pretty often.
All right, I'm trying to get my thoughts.
I don't know. Maybe I should have ended the show with that and not trap that out in the beginning so we can't function anymore as we all cry.
Well, I'm going to shift dramatically here quickly to our good friend Jocelyn over on Twitter at Disney Gratitude. Drop the E, add the 1 in her handle. She had a couple of great polls up in the last couple of days that I just wanted to examine and discuss here. Not something we were going to do on Theme Park Thursday. So let me just bring up the first one. Let's see what I can do here. There she is. So this was on Sunday. It's Sunday Fun Day, folks. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Would you rather, A, be stuck in Fantasyland all day, or B, be stuck in Tomorrowland all day, or C, be stuck in Adventureland all day, or D, be stuck in Frontierland all day? It's been a lot of difficult polls on the Twitter the last couple of days, and I felt very indecisive lately. Jen, what did you think of this poll when you saw it, and did you have an answer?
What do I think of any poll when I see it? I don't know how to respond. I don't know what to say. And that one, I think I'm able to 50-50 it. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I would 50-50 it to Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. And really my gut says Fantasyland, but the People Mover. Now, is the People Mover not functioning as it's currently not doing?
I think you got to have everything in play. Let's say everything in play.
Well, then I don't know, because But I can't not do the people mover. Like maybe I would just stay on the people mover the whole time. 24 hours on the people mover. Could I do that?
Can I say hello to Dr. Jesus, PhD? Because I definitely have not seen Dr. Jesus, PhD before. Dr. Jacqueline and Dr. Val, do you know Dr. Jesus, PhD?
We know so many doctors now. This is great. Should we get our doctorates?
Maybe. No. When I got my MFA in dramaturgy, people are like, you should go get your doctorate so that, you have a better chance at teaching jobs in colleges. And they were right, because I only lasted as a teacher with an MFA in dramaturgy for 5 years. Yeah. But no, I did not want to go to school anymore. Yeah, so Long Island Frank's got Frontierland. Val was surprised by her answer. Dr. Val said Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Christina said Tomorrowland. Steffers with the same. And Lewis here with Frontierland. Did I miss anybody?
I think I did see Christina and Long Island Frank mention Cosmic Rays and Tomorrowland, which Mr. Snidillo would probably just sleep in Cosmic Rays, take a little nap in there. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can choose between Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, but I'm impressed I can narrow it down to 2. So. Tombstone
Josh wants to know if he could write his own jokes for the laugh floor.
I think that would be allowed.
I think there's a lot to consider here. And one thing I wanted to ask Jocelyn was whether, because I know people gave it with the Frontierland because they were including Haunted Mansion in that. So if it was a Frontierland Liberty Square combo, because that wasn't officially in the wording, and maybe I missed the rules along the way, then that lends some credence, because then you're getting Haunted Mansion, you're getting Splash Mountain, you're getting Thunder Mountain, you're getting Liberty Tree Tavern, you're getting Columbia Harbor House, so you're getting food, and you're getting time spent. You can go over to Tom Sawyer's Island. I feel like you got a lot of time there, so that's what makes that choice hard. Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, Fantasyland, if I have the kid, I guess I got to pick Fantasyland, don't I? Right. But Tomorrowland, People Mover, multiple rides, Speedway, Space Mountain, is that enough? I'm not sure. Maybe in a year when Tron is open, it could be. Adventureland is never, aside from Pirates, Jungle Cruise has been in and out for me. More in recently the last couple of years. Better food in Adventureland now. Dole Whip in Adventureland now. So, Jen, you gotta pick one.
I didn't think of Dole Whip. Man, I don't know. Long Island Frank, Sunny Eclipse does not personally give me feels. However, Mr. Snidillo is a big fan. So
he loves
Sunny Eclipse. So, there would be a discussion in the household, I'm sure, if can we all stay in different lands and then we're all kind of represented. I don't know. I don't want to pick Tomorrowland so I could just be on the People Mover the whole time. Oh, see?
Yeah.
There he is, Mr. Snidillo, chiming in. Tomorrowland all day.
There he is.
See?
We call him Mr. Snidillo, but he comes up there with the cool wedding photo right there.
There's everything. You should have changed your name, Mr. Snidillo, on Facebook. Should now be Mr. Snidillo on Facebook.
And Skipper Bob with Adventureland, Tiki Room. That's not a surprising choice.
Yeah.
Skipper Bob.
That's true.
I'm trying to see if I
Vegas all does.
Nap in a Tiki Room. Where do people nap more, in the Tiki Room or in Hall of Presidents? That's what I want to know.
Or on Universe of Energy when it was open.
Well,
that might be
100%.
What are you picking?
I think I would pick Tomorrowland for People Mover and Space Mountain, and even the Speedway. And you get a Magic Kingdom cheeseburger. Cosmic Ray still kind of has that classic Walt Disney World fast food cheeseburger that we miss from Pinocchio's, that we miss from Stargate / Electric Umbrella more than when it was Stargate 28 years ago, and not so much Electric Umbrella. But that tasting a burger at Cosmic Ray still kind of has those Disney feels behind it for sure.
Yeah.
Does Tombstone Josh, does Adventureland get Casey's according to these crazy rules? Absolutely not.
No, that's a
Main Street. 100%.
However, Main Street is not listed.
Oh.
So can you stay in a land, but also pop into Main Street?
Which one would be? I think you would have to do a Fantasyland Main Street combo in that scenario. I don't buy into a thematic day of Main Street into Adventureland. I mean, this is part of why I don't turn left to go into the Magic Kingdom.
Right. Well, now you're just.
I don't buy into that transition. I buy into the Main Street into, yesterday into Tomorrowland or yesterday into Fantasyland. I think I just figured out why I don't go to the left.
It's because you just said yesterday first.
Epiphany.
You just had a moment right there. Everybody witnessed it. That's amazing.
Jen, did you pick it?
I said Tomorrowland so I could sleep on the People Mover.
You did it right. Fine.
And not even sleep on it. I think I would just stay on it. I mean, I would go on everything and then go back to the People Mover though.
I'm just saying, because you added that Main Street factor. If it was Main Street and Fantasyland versus Tomorrowland, what would you pick?
Say it again. There's something in my eye.
Main Street / Fantasyland versus Tomorrowland. Tombstone's Josh's head is spinning because Justin and Sam aren't here to keep our fast Long Island speak.
We're just studying way too fast. I don't know. That's interesting. That's an interesting change up.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know. That
was a friend's reference for Dr. Val right there.
Yes, exactly.
You can't pick that one? All right, fine.
Christina, that's because you're a Long Islander. That's why. All right. Can we go to the next poll? Because I can't.
Is it done with that one? All right.
Yeah, I can't.
Sharing screen. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got it?
Yeah.
All right. So it's Groundhog Day today. Let's see which Walt Disney World park you would like to be stuck on repeat.
Magic Kingdom. On repeat.
Magic Kingdom, Epcot, #AlwaysMGM, Animal Kingdom. Which one would you be stuck on repeat?
If we had to see what would be bad is if other people had to choose for us because they would totally choose Animal Kingdom.
While you're thinking, the Bono says Walt liked Main Street to Adventureland. Well, I definitely think Walt loved it, and I would not discount what Walt loved because he loved the thematic structure of Adventureland and all the offerings it had. So definitely warranted, just not my thing.
Right. I think I would be, and I know a lot of it is under construction right now. I get that. But in a perfect world, I would say Epcot personally.
In a perfect world, you would say Epcot? Yes. Is World Showcase enough to maintain Epcot for you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you can make it an easier argument now because there's so much construction going on. But if there was less construction happening, then Epcot would be my answer.
I think the current, I don't know if it would have changed otherwise. It's definitely at the present day, it's definitely Hollywood Studios, #AlwaysMGM.
Yeah.
I think Magic Kingdom's would be an option. And Epcot not in its current state. I don't know if Epcot would make the cut. It would be Studios 1, Magic Kingdom 2.
What's in 3?
Epcot would be in 3.
Okay.
Islands of Adventure would be 4, and Blizzard Beach would be 5. No.
Dr. Jacqueline is asking, does she have to pay for her food? Because then not Epcot. Yeah, and that's a good point because we both spent New Year's Eve in Epcot on separate trips, separate New Year's Eves. And whereas it's a great place for New Year's Eve because you can just eat and drink all day, it's also not that great because you eat and drink all day. So yeah, I know. I love Epcot. I think even in its current state, I would probably stay all day just for the vibes and the quiet at night and the morning dew as you see the sunrise with Spaceship Earth.
It's officially the petition started for the monorails coming back to the Parks and Monorails Most Magical Hour. No, I would pick studios for sure. Especially, I probably would have picked studios overall, period. Especially if you're still playing the music and I can still hear the traffic signal go and change on Hollywood Boulevard in the middle of the night. Classic.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Nate has a good point.
Yeah, Nate has a good point.
Yeah, I mean, you would spend most of your time at baseline and you'd be like, baseline, let me go back to Galaxy's Edge. Let me come out and go to baseline. Let me go back to that would be your day.
Yeah, it would probably be Galaxy's Edge, Muppets baseline, Galaxy's Edge, Muppets baseline.
Yeah.
All in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to, I mean, I know people can, pick Animal Kingdom. There's nothing wrong with that choice. I wish it was more nostalgic for us than it is, but unfortunately is not. I know people are looking to
hanging out in Nomad though. So
I saw, was it earlier in the chat before we got on that people were talking about their prom picture?
Stephers found her prom picture. Are you showing yours?
There's look at that hair right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I have to find mine. Hold on. Okay. That's a lot.
1992, folks.
You need to show so What's in the Attic has returned in case you missed it. We dropped season 2, episode 1 today. And I really wanted to show Frank's old headshot and I totally forgot. But it's going to be in a future episode because that Hugh Grant hair of yours needs to be seen. And
that's not even the ultimate Hugh Grant hair shot, as it were, the floppy hair. There's one before that was taken in New York before I moved to Florida that is primarily lost, but I would suspect the prints are somewhere in the attic, somewhere around.
Sure.
Because I haven't seen the remaining pictures from the photo shoot in that long of a time. There's a huge trunk underneath a 27-inch television set, like the old school stuff.
There?
That's going to be
What's in
probably
the trunk?
When we finally get on Disney Plus for What's in the Attic. It's just going to be about that trunk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Much, which will include I think definitely me appearing on the cover of Newsday on Long Island.
Yes.
Would be in that case. I mean, I probably have a picture of that somewhere as well.
We've posted that picture.
We posted the picture before.
Newsday?
With you in the background. Yeah.
Getting in trouble by Mamadillo.
Knocked Joey Buttafuoco off the front page.
That's right.
Just to date myself a little bit. Joey, if you know Joey Buttafuoco, just know that I was the one that knocked him off the front page by getting into college. Anyway,
it was big news, everybody. It's really
big news because no one thought I was going to college, and then I went to college.
And they were like, "Call Newsday. We got to get him on the cover." I haven't found my prom picture yet.
So we'll need everyone's prom picture tweeted in the next couple of days or so that we can retweet and share.
I'll get mine.
So Josh and What's in the Attic love the Jungle Book plate that you could not eat on.
Yeah.
When I thought I was going to be into collecting plates, but was not.
That didn't really go anywhere.
And I think there's 12 episodes, 10 episodes of season 1 of What's in the Attic. We know most of you have not watched them because we know how many views they have.
So if you want some nostalgic Disney goodness, head on over to our YouTube channel. Oh wait, you're here. So
Tombstone Josh, my shirt is one of ours that is on TeePublic, which is Frank and Jen's Runaway Ranting.
Yay.
It's one of my favorite of the initial designs.
Yes. Oh no.
For the spring.
Are you? Okay, you're back.
I'm here.
You froze for a second. Give me a heart attack every time that happens. I can't be alone. Can't do these shows alone.
Oh, the BOMO doesn't have the BOMO. You just have
only YouTube. I'll finish his sentence for him since he froze again. Are you on TikTok? Because we're over there too. But Facebook, we're everywhere. Yes, it is a nice shirt. We have a TeePublic shop. It's in the links in all of our bios everywhere. Wait, is it linked below? It probably isn't. That's our fault. But we'll include that link for next time in case you want to shop around to Dillos goodness. what am I advertising myself? I'll probably dillo it up if I keep talking. So why is Frank doing this to me? Oh, you're back. What is this? You're just putting his thing up now. Okay.
I was. Well, that's what I was
I was
about.
marketing ourselves. It was going really well.
Yeah.
So
we're talking about the t-shirts, right? So.
We are. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Skipper Bob's going to buy you a new router.
It was talked about what would happen first. Would it be I would buy a new router so I would stop freezing on these live streams and just ruin everyone's fun?
Yeah.
Or would I buy the proper lighting to light the green screen so that it could project appropriately?
So you have a ring light, right?
I do.
But you have no other lighting, really.
I have, I think the problem is that the lighting overhead is not close enough to, reflect.
Can you move your refrigerator maybe and then just sit
I could. If you don't know, everyone, I'm in my New York City apartment kitchen here. So.
It'll be good. All right. Were there more polls from...
No, there was one from our good friend, Dr. Jacqueline, aka Pixie Dust, PhD. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to take the time to search for it because I accidentally X'd out the box. But it was Beach Club Villas versus Boardwalk Villas. Mm-hmm. And of course, my answer is convoluted because I don't believe the Beach Club Villas enhance the beach club. So I think the Boardwalk Villas enhance the boardwalk. So I definitely would pick the Boardwalk Villas over the Beach Club Villas, but I would not pick the Beach Club over the Boardwalk.
Mamadillo, I'm going to need you to text and weigh in on this because my gut, you can't go wrong with either.
Correct, right.
The area is fantastic.
It's not to say if you tell me I'm going to the Beach Club Villa, it's not like I'm like, no, I'm going.
Yeah, see, this was only, the last year or so that I realized you never stayed at the Beach Club Villas, which is the weirdest thing to me. Mm-hmm. But my gut was to say Beach Club Villas. And I don't know, are they slightly newer than Boardwalk? Is that why? I don't know what it is.
I think the Beach Club Villas were being built in 2002. And so I think they opened in 2003 based on the picture I have. And I always assumed the Boardwalk had villas. No? When it first opened in 95, I think from the start they had the bigger
We're gonna need a fact
rooms.
check.
I need a fact check on that one for where is Mel Dale? Can he fact check that first? Where has our fact checker been anyway?
But I'm not sure. But my gut said Beach Club Villas. And Lana and Frank, I don't appreciate that you have beef with us. Do you discuss the Beach Club versus Boardwalk? Is that what you're saying? Because I thought you loved the Beach Club, Long Island Frank. Or 2002, 1996. Mm-hmm.
Convoluted is actually on Hotel Resort Boulevard, I think, by the Crossroads.
Oh, I didn't.
Hotel Convoluted.
Oh.
No,
right.
not a real thing.
I don't know.
There you go. So Boardwalk essentially when it opened in 96. Thank you, Pixie Dust PhD, for the fact check. Beach Club Villas opened late 2002. All right. I think my picture is from the spring when it was not done yet.
Right.
Yes, Beach Club over Boardwalk as a whole. Beach Club Villas over Boardwalk.
But you've never stayed at both,
I walked through. I've seen enough.
You can't accurately say a proper decision.
I saw enough to know I'm not staying. I'm perfectly happy with the Beach Club Resort. I don't need villas.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the other thing, too, with the villas.
I'm freezing.
Oh, you look okay, but you're actually moving. No, you're not actually freezing. Is that over the years, like the villas used to be whatever was in the separate villa buildings, the vacation club buildings, those were the villas. And then they started making regular rooms, refurbing them a bit into studio villas, which I'm like, this was a regular room. And now you're calling it a studio. So there's a little bit of beef I have for studio villas. That's me pretending like I stay at villas all the time, which I don't. I'm usually at the values. But yeah, so I think, when I think about the bigger rooms, I don't know. I think my gut says Beach Club. Did you make a decision, Dr. Jacqueline? I don't even know. Oh, Don't care about the pool.
I mean, her point is valid of like the upcharge at the beach club even worth it. I understand.
Right.
And Dr. Jacqueline, you're gonna have to talk me through like the DVC rental thing.
Yeah.
Because if this can somehow enhance my enjoyment staying at Walt Disney World resorts when I know I can't afford half of these things, then I would appreciate that.
Same. Yeah, and so I don't know if it's worth it. Especially, I mean, because here's the thing too. So we would stay at these resorts with Mama and Papa Dillo, or I would say both of them, apparently Frank wouldn't, with Mama and Papa Dillo, and it was more of a vacation. So we were at the resort a lot. So we would go in the parks in the morning, come back, hang out at the hotel, go back at night, whatever. So I feel like having a lot of time at the resort also plays into it. If you're like, I just want to stay in a nicer room, but I'm not going to be at the hotel a ton, then yeah, save your money and go with that. Because also we haven't stayed in the villas in such a long time that they've probably both had upgrades that we don't even realize.
Yeah, I mean, what Christina's saying is how I feel. And I mean, what does Beach Club have over Boardwalk? I think, I would argue the Boardwalk's nightlife gives it a little bit of an edge. Not that you can't walk over there from Beach Club, but if you're boom right there, Jelly Rolls, ESPN Club, the brewery, everything is. They say that right? The brewery. The brewery. So.
Yeah. Facebook user, I'm not sure who you are because your name isn't popping up. I love DVC and staying studio for just me and my wife since the rooms can sometimes come with a bigger fridge, and then we occasionally get upgraded to 1 bedroom, which is awesome. That's a good little tip there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the last time I may have stayed, I think I did stay at Boardwalk, and I think it was a studio, and I think it was on the way back from our honeymoon, our extended part 2 of our honeymoon in Disney, and I think that technically was a studio Boardwalk, which was nice, but I think it was also a refurbed original room. So,
yeah, it's a back and forth. We have slightly more nostalgia for the Beach Club over the Boardwalk,
for sure.
And I know if you really hadn't forced me to say the Boardwalk, I might get there eventually. But case in point, when we went last January, that we were like, now let's find our way into the Boardwalk. Let's go to the bakery. Let's eat. Let's hang out on the Boardwalk and have breakfast. Like, obviously, hey, James and Casey, that's your Facebook user.
Yes.
So there's something to that. And obviously, if you didn't hear on Theme Park Thursday last week, you didn't hear Scotty Kilwine sing Piano Man for Jen's birthday. Obviously, Jelly Rolls is a big part of why we love the Boardwalk so much.
Yeah.
We're so good.
Huge. It's so good.
Just to touch on something that the morning monorail was on Monday, but the morning monorail,
on
the
podcast
was on Monday. Mm-hmm. You talked about water parks a little bit and their feelings about water parks, and you and I, we like to talk about our level of skivats when we feel things are a little skeevy.
Yes.
Water parks, or have they reached a level of skeevy for you in the past? What can you speak of water parks generally before we get into talking about Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach?
Yes. Now, granted, post 2020 madness, I think a lot of things skeeve me out currently. So, I'm going to have to work through that. But I don't think the skeeviness of water parks ever stopped me from going to a water park. And granted, I don't go to them often. So this is, every however many years in between. But if I'm in the lazy river and people are getting too close, I'm like, oh, or if I see like a strand of hair like floating in the water, I'm like, oh, it's hair. So things like that will skeeve me. The idea of going on a slide as you're in a bathing suit, one right after another, with people who are sweaty and wet, somehow that didn't occur to me before, but it does now. So there's that as well.
We'll get to Universal Water Park in a second, but one thing at a time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, and I haven't now been in a while. I feel like the last time I was at a water park was in Sesame Place, which is a much more subdued water park. And I was pregnant, so I don't think there's even crazy rides to do, but I probably wasn't doing anything I really couldn't do much of. So yeah, but I don't know. Did you ever feel skeeved out when you're like going down summit, plummet?
I will say that the overchlorination is usually, I think, my mental block of anything in particular.
Right.
I will say that, like you, have not been to a Disney water park at least for a long time. We used to do at the Renaissance Festival. We went to a water park upstate for a promo. So it's probably been about 10 years since I've been to a water park. But the thing that would skeeve me out now, more people wear water shoes these days. Back when I was younger, there wasn't really the case. There was people wearing water shoes and things like that. So it would be more sometimes of like suddenly you'd walk at a particular patch of concrete and you'd feel like the slime almost of everyone's feet on your feet. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? That sometimes all of a sudden it's not water anymore. It's like a layer of slime. And that's what I
But it is true about the water shoes. It's definitely not something we did. Like every once in a while we would wear shoes at the water parks going, oh my God, the ground is hot. Not for any other reason.
Right.
Where now, like I think even going to Disney and during the summer and bringing the kids going, oh my God, we're going to be walking around the pool and we're going to be in the water. We have to buy them water shoes before we go. Like I'm very aware of that, whereas I don't bring water shoes for myself, but I'm like, oh my God, we have to make sure because it's gross. They need water shoes. I don't know. So it's probably, I think Dr. Val mentioned that as you get older, you think of these things a little more. And I think that's what it is.
Suddenly you're not superhuman anymore. And then you're worried about the kids and everything else.
I'm like, oh, you need shoes. I don't, but you do. Yeah.
Just to Stuffer's point about Volcano Bay. I don't know if I would go to a Universal water park. My time employed with Disney and my time employed at Universal, there's a different level of understanding about what I have about their cleanliness. Now, it's been a very long time. It's been over 20 years. So things may have changed, but I never felt the level of cleanliness at Universal compared to Disney. And times have changed and things have changed. And that's not to insult anybody, but that part of my brain is going to have to get over a lot, probably, to go to Volcano Bay. And I would go and I would just go to the Disney water parks first. And as Stephanie's been, I don't know, has she been? She must have by saying that, because I don't know anybody who has Mrs. Dillos sneezing in the other room.
Bless you, Mrs. Dillo. God bless you again. Yeah, germs don't bother me. Being confused with a large water animal, that bothers me. Oh, you did that.
She hasn't.
Okay, sorry, I didn't. A large water animal. Did I miss something, Louis?
What do we?
Can you explain that?
Animal. Did I say large water animal?
Maybe.
Did I?
I don't know. Or is Louis going places with large water animals?
Being confused with Florida.
Or is it like, oh, you're in Florida, so alligators could pop up in the water? I'm just going to let you answer, Louis, so that I don't get any more confused here.
So before we have about 10 minutes left here, no sign of Adam. # waiting for Adam. Adam clearly only wants to be here when the monorails are here, and that's fine, Adam. That's fine.
I guess we understand that, Adam.
I did tweet today that he cannot cut his hair until the Polynesian construction is done.
I think that was fair.
Little by little, just what's left of the monorail station at the Poly. It's totally fine.
Why? I still haven't received a why answer. Is there a why answer?
To what?
To why they did that. Why?
No, well, you know what? We're going to talk about resort pockets this week on Theme Park Thursday with Dillos Diz. So I believe I might touch on that a little bit and maybe have a little more to say warming up here. But Dr. Jacqueline, prior to the Parks and Monorail's Most Magical Hour, was live tweeting, because she's been watching all the princess movies and live tweeting during princess movies, and she did Beauty and the Beast tonight. Yeah. And earlier in the chat, she said, I'm afraid I don't like Beauty and the Beast anymore, which isn't where I was going with that. We're not skipping Animal Kingdom pockets. We are waiting for the monorails in order for them to be our guides through the pockets.
We have no business saying AK pockets because we don't have any. So we need to know what could provide that sense for us in the future, and only the monorails would be able to provide such a thing.
Yeah, we've asked them in particular for this guidance, and maybe to open our eyes even more to the Animal Kingdom pocket. So so maybe we'll throw in a little Disney Springs too for good measure with the resorts here. But Dr. Jacqueline talking about Beauty and the Beast was afraid she didn't like it anymore, which wasn't where I was going to go originally. But I want to see in the chat, do you think that the prologue of Beauty and the Beast, the great narration by David Ogden Stiers into the opening number of Belle, is the greatest opening in all of Disney animation, both Pixar and Disney animation? So of all the animated features.
Okay.
I leave it to the group.
Leave it to the chat.
I think you can. We'll take it to the chat. I think you can do this. We have 8 minutes left.
Well, because we were waiting on Adam. Adam has arrived, and we have a lot of questions for him. Adam, welcome. I'm here. Hi. First of all, that did not sound happy. Are you doing okay with the snow, Adam? I know you don't like it. We hear you.
Oh, I'm using my mic. Thank you, Steffers.
Oh, thanks, Steffers.
Nice. My face is not done, so that's why you have no video.
Right. What about the hair? Is the hair done?
Hair is not done at all.
Yeah. Are you going to agree to Frank's proposal of growing it out?
To the Polynesian? I think so. I don't really plan on getting it cut until at least the spring, so might as well just push it to the summer.
Right, because do you have end dates in your blueprints that you secretly have? Yeah.
Well, they said summer, so summer can run from June through September. Although I will say, in the construction field, especially in Disney, there's always delays, and they always push everything back, and they never want to have a lot of guys on site because they want to draw it out as much as possible, the construction costs. So,
well, can you do something with Adam?
I'll try to make them an offer they can't refuse, but I don't know how well that's going to go.
Adam, what's a better opening? Circle of Life, Lion King, the animated version, or Beauty and the Beast, the narration / prologue into Belle?
I think that the Lion King. It's a great song, and I think the song's better. And the visuals, it's like a painting that's like moving in front of you. I think it's the Beauty and the Beast thing. That's a great movie, but I think the Animal Kingdom intro is much better.
I think that's a strong contender for sure. It's a strong claim. I don't know if that's officially my answer, but it's right there.
Dr. Jacqueline mentioning Up for the married life.
Oh, that one. Yeah. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate pull, brings you in and then rips your heart out.
Right. Now, here's the thing about that. Are we talking from when the movie starts? Because technically, that doesn't open the movie.
Circle of Life has more. It's a clear opening number, the prologue into the opening song. So I don't want to separate musicals from actual openings. You could say the first 40 minutes of WALL-E or the opening.
That's true.
So I think that would be fair game as well. It's just a blanket statement by me. I'm just trying to shake it up a little here.
No, I know. I know.
On unfounded thing. Adam,
all right, but if people had, I'm just going to lay it out for the chat. If you had to choose between Lion King and Beauty and the Beast, right? Is that your question?
You asking me? Yeah, Lion King versus Beauty and the Beast. Okay. Well, Adam's going Lion King.
Right. All right. What is the chat doing?
I'm going Beauty. Gosh. What do you think they're going to say? What are you going to say? You going to say Circle of Life?
What am I going to say? Something? I'm not going to make a decision. I don't know. All right.
Jeff with the Lion King, even though he said Look King. Theme Park Rob's got Beauty and the Beast. All right.
Dr. Bell, Beauty and the Beast. Tombstone Josh, Lion King.
Theme Park Rob, I technically did not do a pre-show tonight. I went straight into the introduction.
I think it's all pre-show, no? We will be beginning the show in 5 more minutes. Stay tuned, everybody. It's called Theme Park Thursday Live, and we'll just pull the audio for Thursday, and we'll just keep it going. No? All right. Beauty and the Beast. So I haven't seen the live action Beauty and the Beast. Have you seen it?
Wow. Live action. You talk about live action. It's still Beauty and the Beast. Yeah.
Adam?
I have. It was good, but it was. I mean, it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. It's not the animated movie. They made some interesting creative choices, I think, in tweaking some things that I particularly like about the Enchantress, especially. So I thought I kind of enjoyed that element of it.
I have a unpopular opinion that people are going to get mad at me about.
Go ahead. Better
the,
you than us.
The Belle character is a singing character, right? She has many solos.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they cast somebody who can't sing? No offense, Emma Watson.
You're gonna
Hermione.
fight.
Adam's shooting on Hermione over here. Emma Watson.
She can't sing. She can act, but she can't sing.
Well,
cast somebody that can sing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say.
Well,
actually, I'll leave it on that hot take.
Yeah.
Adam, Jen, and I can only keep this to an hour tonight. We can't extend it any longer. Thanks for dropping in.
I don't want to plug myself. I want to plug Long Island Frank's new podcast with Christina. Great. I will listen to today. And I just want to say happy birthday, Mama Dillo. And she made me cry last episode with her story. And I was literally crying at my desk. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what it's all about. So you can tell her that if you want to.
She's watching.
She's watching.
She hears you.
Well, she made me cry, but good cries.
Yeah.
It was a good story.
Right. Yes. I think it made everyone cry.
And that's Adam, right. on the Mouse and More, what do you got?
We talk about my hair and how it's growing, and talk about some news and such. And I think we're going to do a Valentine's show next week.
Oh.
That's the idea.
No Bachelor this thing, Adam. That's for us.
Really,
you go over there, your podcast, and do The Bachelor. We're going to have some words.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to. Although we do watch it. Some of us do for the show, but we don't talk about it.
You as the Bachelor.
Oh, me as the Bachelor.
We should have been starting this already, Adam, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. You know what? The season should have been over by Valentine's Day. Yeah. We did not think this through. All right.
All right, Adam. Thank you so much. The Mouse and More on all your podcatchers. Yeah. Make sure you listen.
That's right.
Thanks so much, Adam. Good to hear from
you. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
So,
do the plugs.
Do the plugs. First, the Monday Morning Monorail podcast, they are now the Morning Monorail podcast.
Right. Did you update the
5 days a week? Well, because I wasn't going to do the website because I wasn't sure the website changed. I did change the Twitter and the Insta to reflect Morning Monorail. The Facebook group I checked before. It's still the same address. Tomorrow, they have M3-4D, Justin and Landon talking about the living seas. I'm just going to say, I haven't listened. And maybe Justin, I don't want him to get upset about me giving potential spoilers, but I know he's going to go nuts for the hydrolators tomorrow. No doubt that I'm hoping for 20 minutes on the hydrolators. I miss the hydrolators too, and they're a great part. And so when we talk about Seabase Alpha, you got to talk about the hydrolators. So I'm actually looking forward to that tomorrow, but they're 5 days a week. We, of course, are Theme Park Thursday with Dillos Diz. This week, we are talking about the resort pockets. We did the Magic Kingdom pockets. We did Epcot pockets. We did Studios pockets. Hashtag always MGM pockets. And now we're moving into resort/Disney Springs pockets before we get to Animal Kingdom pockets, because we want to keep our rep intact. So make sure you go over, so DillosDiz.com, and Dillos Diz, Dillos with an S, Diz with a Z. This thing, DillosDizResort.com, started a membership program. Levels start at $1. So, just Resort Hop. Check it out. Take a look. Give us some feedback on maybe things you'd like to see over there that might entice you. We're happy for all of your feedback, and we've been really elated by the reception and the feedback we've been receiving so far. The guests that have checked in for sure. I don't get to mention often enough the Forever 44 Fedora Club. Next meeting will be probably the beginning of March, somewhere in there. But that's the Facebook group. Search the Facebook group Forever 44 Fedora Club. It's not just about, it's not like dudes wearing fedoras. It's about the world of play. I wear the hat all the time to keep my playful spirit intact. That's like a big improv thing for me. Improving Frank, not improving Frank. But what improves me? Let me say this. What improves me is the spirit of play, right? It's the trying to keep no judgment about things at all times, even though I judge everything here. No, at Animal Kingdom doesn't. I try to keep my no judgment rule in play, but especially the improv thing that I really enjoy doing the most is the support element. You always try to make everyone look better, and everyone in this community supports us 100%. So we want to reciprocate that tenfold to all of you. So thank you so much for everything. Make sure you check out the Magical Hour podcast. Make sure you check out Lewis and Val Figments in Time now on YouTube. Make sure you check out the Mouse and More podcast. Skipper Bob is here. He's got the Cretans Guild. Tombstone Josh is here. Check out the Disnoids. Steffers with Frozen Reflections Design Company. I didn't want to botch the name of the company. Pixie Dust PhD, of course, over on YouTube. She's less than a week away from her 1-year anniversary. She's just got 10,000 downloads. So make sure you check them out. Like, it's our favorite thing to do is to support everyone in this community. Theme Park Rob, thank you so much for that video. Make sure you subscribe to Theme Park Rob's YouTube page. And, that was so awesome. And I hope when the video came back, I looked like I was appropriately appreciative of that, because I definitely was. What's that?
A little bit.
So thank you so much. If I missed anyone in the chat, to support you in that way. New folks tonight, the Bomo, Dr. Jesus, PhD. I really appreciate Christina. Welcome. Yeah, really appreciate it. Really fun hour here. It's 62 minutes. I said 57 to 62 minutes. Yeah. So until next time, thank you so much, everybody. She's Jen. She's Jen. I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
This is...
Did I end it?